Hey you lovelies, it's Mana, your resident sea turtle, back at it again with another series. I wanted to do some Am I the Asshole reactions. I wanted to see am I worse than these people? I wonder what my opinion is on it, and I want to share it with you guys. As you can see, I got a little room makeover. I'm pretty excited. I've spent a good $30 on all this, and I'm very happy. I will have the links to all the items in the description box. I bought them on Booth, and I am more than happy to be using them today. So I'll be reacting to this. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment if you want to tell me more stuff I should react to, any ideas you have. I'll be happy to look into them and see what I can do. Without further ado, let's see who's the asshole today. Okay, so I have 3 stories for us today. The way I do it, I go on the subreddit, I look at titles, I click them. So the first one is, am I the asshole for asking our daughter to spend less time with her boyfriend? A year ago, my husband, 62, and I, 64, became semi-empty nesters once my daughter, 26, moved out of our home and to her first apartment. We miss her a ton, but it's been great to see her grow up. We still have our son, 20, left in the house, and we are waiting until he graduates so my husband and I can hopefully move abroad one day. A few months ago, my daughter has started dating someone, but we haven't even had the chance to meet him yet, and learning about her boyfriend has been like pulling teeth. We only found out she was dating when she sent a picture of herself to us one day. It looked like someone else had took it, and we asked who did. She said a friend. That's looking kind of suspicious at this point. Why is she hiding it? Is it just culturally hiding it, or is he like kind of iffy? Like, is he like a sugar daddy or something? I don't know. It could be any of that. We asked who that friend was, and my daughter left home. She didn't have any friends at the time, and it was nice to hear she had made one. Kind of sad, but I relate. I have no friends. Even then, she beat around the bush, giving details about who this friend was and how she met them. She could also just be shy. Anywho, we eventually learned of her boyfriend, but we have noticed she's spending lots of time with him. When we invite her to hang out with us on the weekend, she always declines and says she has something planned with her new beau. When we chat on the phone, she's often with her boyfriend at home or out and about and so on. I understand this is her first relationship and surely she is very excited, but it hurts a bit that she suddenly has no time for us. Last time we spoke on the phone, I jokingly said, after she declined our last invite, "You know you can still spend time with your old parents, right?" But she took it much seriously than I intended. Is it so wrong to ask our daughter to spend more time together? That's interesting. I feel like I can relate to the girl. I mean, if you have your first relationship at 26, it's so different than what you experiment with your parents. Especially, we don't know the parents. Were they like overbearing, or were they like, "You're our daughter, so you shall listen to us"? I'm definitely not projecting here. I swear. I think it depends on how long she's been, and we don't know the relationship. Does she see them more as like abusive parents and she doesn't like them, so she's like trying to find respectful ways to not spend time with them, and the boyfriend is now the perfect excuse? I don't know. I don't think they're the asshole in this situation, as long as I assume that they ask very nicely and that they are very nice parents and understanding. But I think it would be good for them to understand that she needs some time to be an adult. It is true that, especially considering their age, it might be nice for her to spend some time. We don't know how long we have with our parents, so I always make it an important thing for me to spend time with my parents, even though sometimes they're very, very much annoying and very, very much overbearing. I'm the youngest of 4. You know my life has been rough, but yeah, I don't think I would qualify this as an asshole as long as they are not abusive or bad parents or they're just unbearably annoying. Okay, let's see what the comments had to say. Just some thoughts. The fact that you didn't allow her to date until 20 is ridiculous. It's also ridiculous you believe that this is her first relationship. I mean, it could be. Newsflash, she got used to hiding things from you. Why don't you leave her alone and work on whatever parts of how you treat her make her feel she has to do this? True. So I guess they would kind of be the asshole in this situation. So So when OP said learning about her boyfriend is like pulling teeth, I was ready to take a hint. Your daughter doesn't want to tell you stuff. You may want to reflect on that. Indeed, indeed. You're the asshole. It was not an age until this was confirmed. You are lucky she hadn't gotten no contact. I guess I read that wrong. I also did not see that they did not let her date until 20. Okay, that makes sense. You're the asshole. There's nothing wrong with wishing that you saw your daughter more often, but I just saw your comment that you homeschooled her starting at age 12 and didn't allow her to date until she was 20. No wonder she is enjoying having friends being in a relationship. You severely limited her ability to form relationships with people. It's understandable she wants to keep some distance between you and a new relationship. She's probably afraid that you'll try to control that. Well, I changed my mind. They are definitely an asshole. Just for how they treated her and forcing her to not have a social life for so long. Yeah, they kind of are. I don't think it's intended, but they kind of are. That's what my judgment on this one will be. Also, have you noticed this number over there? Oh my god, it's so hot. 201. That means we're only one full sub away from 300. Would you mind just pressing that button? I mean, would be nice. Look at it. Anyways, second one is, am I the asshole for not clapping when my sister sang in her voice class? That title sounds a bit rough. If I was going to assume, I would say you kinda are, but we shall see what the story is about. My sister, 15, and I, 19, are taking the same voice class at a community college. A requirement of the class is that you sing 5 times over the course of the semester. My sister is incredibly shy and has sang 5 times, but it's always been on Zoom for the professor. A couple things are nobody knows I'm her sister. She's adopted and we look absolutely nothing alike. And she's by far the youngest in the class. Most of the class is in their mid-20s, early 30s, so everyone kind of babies her a little. My mom's friend's daughter, Anna, 25, is also in the class, and my mom asked Anna to watch my sister and make sure she's doing okay. Anna also drives my sister to and from class because I go with my friends. Anna babies her a lot. She gives her candy and takes her out to eat before class, and she makes sure everyone's really nice to her. So far, pretty normal for a 15-year-old hanging out with old and older class, in my opinion. My sister sang on Tuesday, and when she was in a practice room, Anna went around and told everyone to clap for her no matter how she does and to only give nice comments because she's terrified. Then my sister sang, and she sucked. Oh, God. She was looking down the whole time and had her arms around her chest. They had to restart the song twice for her. She was ahead of the music and didn't get half the notes right. Would I clap? I would clap. I think it's not about the result, but more about the fact that she did it, even though she was terrified and very shy. And she was probably having some type of panic as she was singing. I think if it was me, I would appreciate my family clapping for me for the effort, you know. It's not to say that she did well. I would probably have a conversation with her after, and we would see what we can do better. And some people just can't sing at this point, but some people need to have their family be honest, not like the American Idol people, but let's see. Everyone clapped for her, except for me, and then it was time for comments. I don't think I was rude. I just told her that the song needs a lot more work. She should probably pick a different song, and she needs to calm down before she sings again. She ended up crying, and Anna gave me a death stare. Okay, but why did we have to have this conversation in public, though? I feel like if it was my sister, that would be a private conversation as a big sister taking care of my small sister, but let's see. Anna ended up taking her home early, and when she got back to class, she pulled me aside and asked if I really had to make those comments, and if it was absolutely necessary. It couldn't have waited until we were home and she wasn't on stage in front of the class. Yes, I agree with that. I don't think it needed to be a public event. I said that said that to everybody, and she doesn't get special treatment just because she's afraid to talk or sing in front of people. You're just traumatizing your sister. Why? There was no need for you to do that in front of everybody. Especially, she's the youngest. Like, I'm trying to think. Everybody's in their 20s, 30s. She's 15 and terrified. She's your sister. Why did you need to do this in front of everybody? Like, she would have cried in your arms in private at home. I don't see the point about that. When I got home, Mom yelled at me for being mean to my sister and said that she cried in her room for a half hour because of how her performance went. I don't think it was a big deal, but everyone else does, so I wanted to know if I was the asshole. I would say yes, you were the asshole in the situation. I don't think you should be babying everyone, telling them they did great. If she didn't sing well, she didn't sing well, and that's okay. But I don't understand why you needed to do that in front of everybody while she's still on stage. Let's see what other people think about that one. You're the asshole. See, okay, I teach theater at college level. Rule number 1 in my class and every performance class I've ever taken. You applaud everyone unless you are explicitly meant to withhold applaud. You honor that person's work every time without fail. Yeah, for me, it's the effort. That's why you applaud. It's not because, oh, that was so touching to my soul. The feedback is perhaps a different issue, but it sounds to me like you went out of your way to bully your little sister, not to offer the same constructive feedback you'd give another student. Do other students typically give harsher feedback, or is that usually the professor's job? In either case, while Anna is not doing your sister any favors, you are far more the asshole, indeed. Everybody agreeing here, like, wow. Let's see. Opie sounds jealous of the attention little sister gets. That's actually a valid point. I did not think about that. This is so true. She could have given the same feedback in a much more positive way. You seem to be feeling nervous, so it might be helpful for you to choose simpler songs so you can focus more on your nerves instead of technicality. But you have a lot of potential. I'm excited to see you grow. Yeah, that would have been a lot better. Anyways, conclusion. She's definitely the asshole in the situation. There's no valid reason for her to do that and traumatize her sister like this. This makes no sense. Anyways, moving on. Last story of the day. Am I the asshole for refusing to let my husband see his friends? This already sounds like a yes, but again, let's give the benefit of the doubt and see what they have to say. Me, 29, and my husband, 25, have been married for 3 years now. I am the main breadwinner in the relationship, and he used to be a SAH, but now he's a SAHD. I have no idea what that is. I'll have to look it up. We have an 8-month-old baby boy now. I make enough money so he can stay home, and we can still live comfortably. I love him, and it's a relief that he's so willing to stay home and take care of things. I work very long hours at my job, and it gets very tiring. This really isn't a problem, but the other day, my husband asked if I could take care of the baby after work. I asked him why, and he said he wanted to go hang out with some of his friends. I, of course, told him no, because I'm tired and I'm going to be working 110 hours this week in total. He never goes out though. Okay, so for me, this is the same argument as people saying that housewives do nothing, so they shouldn't get any time off or any help in the house because their only job is to take care of the house. I do not agree with that statement. I may be wanting to be a housewife myself, but this is not okay. If you want to burn out somebody, cut them off, don't let them have friends, and let them only care for the family. That's how you'll lose them. I feel like that's the worst thing you could do to your husband. I do understand her point of view, as she's working a lot and she's very tired, but no. This is how you're gonna lose your husband, girl. No. He said that we could hire a babysitter if I was really that tired. I said that I didn't want to and that he should just stay home. I just don't want someone random in my house. That is so selfish. Okay, I understand you're giving a lot, but for me, I guess one of my pet peeves is when people complain about something. You give them a solution, and they find a way to reject it because they just don't want to be nice at this point. He asked why, and said that I had gone drinking with some of my friends a few days ago. Because she goes out too, and she just doesn't want him to go. Let me compose myself. I told him that was different because it was work-related, and they were my co-workers. We were finishing a project and went out for drinks to celebrate. So? He complained that he hadn't gone out with his friends in months, and he was tired from taking care of the baby. At the point, I was getting really pissed because he just wouldn't let it go. Oh my god, it's getting hot. Okay. I was reaching my breaking point and snapped at him, asking why he couldn't understand that I wanted to rest. He looked really irritated and just said, fine, and walked away. And now he hasn't been talking to me, and he said he forgot to make me breakfast this morning. I'm so effing done with this petty BS, so I'm here to ask, am I the asshole? I'm gonna say yes. Yes, you are. You are not trying to understand him at all. You're not trying to put yourself in his shoes. You feel entitled to all his life because you provide in the house. And that's the main problem. This is not a balanced relationship. You feel like you do so much for him. Do you not realize how he's doing? He's raising your kids. He's doing a lot of work. I am so annoyed by this lady. Let's see what the comments have to say. You are the asshole. There we go. If you're honestly pulling 110 hours weeks, that means that your husband is also pulling 110-hour parent duty hours week. That is exhausting too. Hire a babysitter. Well said. You're obviously the asshole. Imagine if the genders were switched here and a man was forcing his wife to stay home and isolating her from her friends. Exactly. You think your preferences are more important than his needs, and it's gross. He cannot maintain this lifestyle, and neither can you. You are the asshole. Yeah, you definitely are. If this is real, you're isolating your husband, you're being abusive. He's working too, he's tired, he deserves to spend time with his friends. Is a stay-at-home dad. Okay, that's what it means. Not a robot. Yep. I agree. I am kind of very, very frustrated with this one. This was very annoying. People are so annoying out here. Okay, well, this is it for today. I thought people were only there for attention seeking from what I heard, but apparently they're just people that just don't understand. They're very not self-aware and don't realize how annoying they are and how much of an asshole they can be. Hey, don't forget to subscribe.